It's the 23rd of June 2024 and today we're at Bridgeway. We're at the far right near the pole, not far off from there, but the low tide is actually pretty decent for I believe 1.3 meters. So that's not too bad at all. I'm down here a little bit later than I wanted to be. It's 8 o'clock where it should have been turning and it's 8:32 now, so it's just about to turn. But I'm on kind of catch up at the moment, but not too bad. So yeah, the low tide 8:03 and it's 1.14 meters at the low tide today. Quite sunny, not a great deal of surf out there, but we're going to try and see what we get. Try with small amounts of lug. So this is the lug that I'm using. This is from here a couple of days ago. I'm only going to use small amounts at the moment because I've only got 14 lug in total. So I'm not quite sure whether I should actually retain that one and use a different one, because some of these are a bit more smaller than the others and it'd be a shame to rip one in half when I didn't need to, when I already had one that was smaller. I think that one will do for the first couple of casts. There's not a huge amount of bait on here at the moment. I'm just scratching at the moment and I'm waiting for that tide to really turn, and that's when I'm going to start to get more serious about what I put out there. But it is about to turn very soon. I'm only using a light lead. Yeah, not that easy. I think I'm going to have to start taking a box with me. It really is not easy. The whole bag just folds up. It folds up small when it's hanging there. Yes, I'm about 80 yards out there, so I might need to bring it in a little bit closer for sure, because the turning of the waves is actually quite close in, so we don't know what's further out. But we do know that to the right of me, I've actually got a little tiny depression of water which the bait could collect in, so I'm going to be casting into that when it actually comes in. So we're down at Bridgeway, the 23rd of June 2024, and it was really sunny when we got down here, and suddenly there's been kind of a mist that's coming over and the sun's gone down a little bit, or it's just the mist that's taken over. But we're down here, the tide's about to turn, and it's just past half past, I think, 8:30. Yeah, so it's 8:47 a.m. and the low tide is 1.14, which we're at right now. And I've casted a Portsmouth rig out, which has got a size 3.0 at the top and a 2.0 at the bottom, which is a nice and flexible one at the bottom there, which is a Nordic bend. So that's pretty good. I'm going to be starting to cast again, bring it back in, because I can see the tide is starting to flood now. So now will be a good time to change up the bait, put the best on there and cast it out. Whoa, got a knock here. So I've got myself a nice little fishy here. I wonder what it is. Eel. And that was a heck of a knock. Here we've got myself an eel. Right, where's my bag? My rag. There's no rag. Got no rag. Where's my rag? I ain't got no rag. So there we go. We have this really ugly looking eel. Very ugly. Let's get this back in the sea. I only got and forgot my rag, didn't I? I don't know where it is. I'm unorganised. Right, pulley panel. Looks like we've got a wishbone. This is a wishbone rig. It's just starting to flood in now. That one comes off and this one goes on. Now we look at some better lug, because now we're actually onto the flooding tide. Is that going to rain? Is that going to rain? I'm going to cut this in half. I'm going to save that for after. A little bit to the right. So, just to the right of me, we've got this little tiny depression which the fish are likely to go in to get bait, so we're going to be casting into that. We don't need long casts for this, just drop it in there and see what happens. But at the moment we've got a wishbone rig which is out there about 100 yards out there, and I've still got my Portsmouth rig which I've got to adjust because it's not working all that great at the moment, to be quite honest with you. But I will set it up either way. Set the rig up beforehand. I know for sure that you really have to be prepared properly. You have to know where everything is in a good location in your tool, in your let's just say tool bag then, in your fishing bag. You need to know where everything is. You need to be ready. You need to be absolutely ready for the next cast. This is the time where the fish are likely to go on the feed. They're going to come in, look for any baits that are around, and that would be one spot that I'm likely to get fish go into, which is to our right. Oh, big cast this time.
That was a big one, that one.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Back into that.
Yeah, it's worth being a multiplier for that.
Return to home.
I've got that return to home now. I normally just cancel it
Yeah.
if I'm in control of it.
Landing.
I don't want you landing, thank you. I know that just come down to me.
Cobes, come here. Come here. In the water there.
Landing. 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 Landing.
Now that was actually a worrying scenario because it would not land. The second I told it to land is the second that it just kept on coming up, automatically landing. Wouldn't let me cancel it. I just saw a spot of rain come down. This fog has just come out of nowhere. It's crazy. So things have got really, really foggy now. See, you can't see nothing to the left. You can see just about to your right, and you can just about see behind you. That's not good. I don't like that. So I'm going to work my way towards the shingles quicker than I would have normally. Just cast out, and that's the line left on it. Does my eyes deceive me, but is there somebody in a boat out there on a dinghy? There certainly mostly is. Wow. At least he's past my rod because I've had to lower it down to make sure he doesn't trip it up. Very strange. Maybe he didn't know that it's going to be like this today, like me. And I'm going back to where I can see something. Can't believe I forgot my rag. I swear I actually put the rag in there, but swear I may, it ain't in there. It is not in there. So I've got to get myself organised. And I think the beach box, despite the fact that it's more to move around, it's better than this bag. Although I fished with this bag plenty of times, its opening at the top isn't wide enough.